Hello, good, let's go for it. Look, I was in a pool with my daughter swimming well, bathing. She is 4 years old. She is with her enjoying a lot. Also this vacation, I am enjoying a lot of it. And she got out on the towel, and well, I had two options. The hotel's entertainment team was setting up a game of water polo, or I could come here to the room in a space that I have super cool and do a meditation. So here I am, life is decisions, and this is my meditation today. Let's go for it. We are going to do a meditation of self-knowledge. I hope you enjoy it. We are going to do a little movement of consciousness, a movement that is very, 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 very simple, but sometimes it is complex or difficult for us. Because of the way we are used to live that way, we are constantly looking outwards and putting our consciousness in our most superficial world, in our ideas and our most superficial emotions. So we are going to sit as comfortably as possible. And we are going to start by closing our eyes. If you are more comfortable with your eyes open, then no problem. And we're going to start observing, just observing our breathing without the intention of changing it. Just observe it. We observe how we breathe in and observe how we breathe out. Just observe how we breathe out. And we continue to open ourselves to use that consciousness. We are going to use our capacity to be conscious. We are going to use it to our advantage. We are going to open ourselves to feel what we feel at this very moment, no matter what it is, no matter what emotion it is, no matter what sensation it is. It doesn't matter. We simply open ourselves to be aware of what is happening in us at this very moment. We look at Mira. I feel that feeling very well. Go look at another emotion there very well. Just in an open willingness of welcoming what is happening in me. And we start to bring all this together with our breath. And we start to join all this with our breathing. We start to breathe in what we feel, without any fear of feeling it. And we breathe out what we feel. We feel and we let go. While doing this, you keep breathing in what you feel. You breathe out. As you do this, I tell you that we are not doing this to change anything, but we are doing it as an exercise of honesty. We are being honest with ourselves. That is to say, we are attending to it. We are getting in touch with ourselves. We are taking on what we feel. We inspire. We feel what we feel. We breathe out. We release what we feel. And we open to feel our physical sensations. Whatever physical sensation is happening at this instant, I open myself to feel it and welcome it as well. Maybe it is tension in some part of my body. Maybe it is some kind of pain, it doesn't matter. I open myself to feel it, I welcome it. I breathe it in. I feel it, I feel that sensation, I feel that tension, I feel that pain. And I breathe it out, I release it. I begin to realize that the emotions, the tensions of pain are nothing more than sensations. They are perceptions that I have. And I open myself to feel it. I embrace it. I allow it. If you feel anguish, welcome the anguish. If you feel joy, welcome joy. And you feel tension in some part of your body, welcome the tension. That welcome movement, it is the movement of the heart consciousness that is doing all the time. The heart consciousness is loving. It is accepting whatever is happening in us. Because the heart consciousness doesn't judge, doesn't object, doesn't complain, and does not try to change anything. The consciousness of the heart is constantly opening itself to experience, to discover, and to live what is happening in our present. So we continue on our journey, on our path of self-honesty. On our path of self-honesty, our path of self-acceptance. We continue to inspire and feel. We keep breathing in and letting go. What we are feeling, we are trying to avoid what we are feeling. Or we are trying to feel something better without opening ourselves to accept what is happening. And that generates in us an internal incongruence, an internal conflict. It is like a kind of not loving myself, not accepting myself. So we are making a gesture that is just the opposite. We are breathing ourselves. We are breathing ourselves. We are finding ourselves again in the only instant in which we are in the one that is taking place. That is this one. We are allowing this place to be the way it is and this instant to be the way it is. With all the sounds, the noises. Everything has a place, all the welcome in your heart, all welcome in your presence. Nothing is excluded. We inspire. We feel and keep on welcoming and observe how as you welcome everything that occurs, whether it is external or internal, it doesn't matter, it makes no difference anymore. All our perceptions, all our sensations. Observe how as we welcome that our own perception of ourselves begins to lose its limits. It starts to be increasing, to be growing. Our consciousness expands because the heart tries to embrace everything that happens. So we inspire and we allow our personality to begin to melt and become transparent. Our personality is not an obstacle to judge what to feel and what not to feel. Who said that you shouldn't feel what you are feeling right now? If it is exactly what you are feeling, we continue on this inward journey, letting go of our moral ideas, our ethical ideas, our cultural ideas. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is you, feeling what you feel at this very instant. We inspire. We give ourselves permission to feel what we feel. Maybe we have some conflict with someone. Maybe he comes to our memory. It doesn't matter. Welcome. Welcome of conflict. I inspire it. I also inspire that feeling of conflict. Because it is a sensation that I feel now. So it's welcome too. I breathe in that feeling of conflict. And as I exhale, I release it. I need to change anything that I feel. However, I can welcome it and be very honest with myself. Be deeply honest with that space of feelings and emotions. Emotions. Past conflicts, it doesn't matter. It all has a place in us. It is not necessary to keep struggling with it. No need to keep running away from our life. Or to what news I don't need to run away from my life. I inspire, I feel. And keep accepting everything that happens around me, no matter what happens. Everything that happens is being welcomed, that's it. Everything has a place in consciousness, nothing is rejected. So you, as you are with all your life context, is completely welcome in consciousness. The only thing we are learning is to allow ourselves to allow it, to allow ourselves to be accepted. We keep breathing. We breathe in all our sensations and all our thoughts that things should be otherwise, and observe that thought, this should not happen. Observe that thought that this should not happen, and see the pain behind that thought. That we think and defend, we cling to that thought without realizing the pain we experience ourselves in protecting our own perspective on life. That's fascinating. Keep breathing. And allow yourself to think as you think you are as you are. And happen what happens. And keep breathing and keep allowing. We were not born to change the world. We were born to learn to love it. To discover that inside of us there is a space of presence. That the only thing it requires is to witness anything. And in witnessing it, then transforms it. I continue to rest there. Nothing external to me is a threat. Absolutely nothing. I observe how external things do not have the power to make me feel bad unless I give them that power. I choose not to give it that power. I choose to put it in my inner peace that welcomes all that happens. That true discovery, nothing external can affect me unless I choose to do so. And right now I'm not going to decide to put my power out there, but I'm going to keep digging into myself. In that journey of introspection, where once I can start to feel all those noises, those relationships of mine, all those conflict memories, then I can open myself up to feeling grateful for them. And I start to realize that I exist. I breathe in and I realize that I exist. In the midst of all that chaos of life, in the midst of that emotional chaos, that mental chaos, I exist. And I rest in it. Rest in the fact that I exist no matter how I exist. So many years of my life worrying about how I exist to resist better. And I open myself again to feel how I can feel grateful in the midst of this chaos, because what matters is that I exist. And in that existing I rest. I begin to feel again the inner silence that embraces all that is outside, the noise of a city, the noise of a conflictive relationship, or of a disease process, no matter where you are. Everything is welcome. And I breathe it in and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those sensations of pain. Thank you, that conflicting sensation, thank you. Thank you, because all that implies that I exist. And as I am grateful for it, I release it, I let go. I breathe in, I feel it. I breathe in. I am grateful, thank you. Thank you for all that I have given so much. Thank you. Thanks to all the means that my life offers me, so that I learn to discover the silence that lies behind anything, the silence that lies behind any emotion, the silence that occurs behind any noise. And enjoy it. And I remain there for a moment. I remain there for a moment. And I keep on embracing myself. Observe that this inner space is reached where I welcome everything that happens. I will start to feel myself as an inner space where there is fullness, where I don't need others to be silent, where others do not need to change, where even I do not need to change my way of being. And there I rest, and rest again is a space that is always available to us, and that we hardly ever go to the space, because we are trying to correct everything that happens in our exterior, without actually, if we are honest, without ever getting it at all. So we are in a space of inner rest, where I allow my shame to exist, and I allow my arrogance to attend my desire to control everything to exist. I keep resting in it. I begin to feel myself from a completely different space, a space where peace can last, where happiness can start to emerge from my heart, without waiting for me to be a better person, or for my job to go better, or for me to get a job that has more money. Wow, how tiring all that is. I breathe in, I feel again. And rest within myself. I exist. And I exist beyond my personality. I exist beyond what I had now known of myself. And this space in which we are, at the end of this inquiry, this inner journey, we are going to try to maintain it. We are going to try not to defend it. We are simply going to allow it to occur. How long we want to stay, if we want to hold it, we are going to feel the fear of losing it. So it's not necessary. I breathe in, I feel. Notice that you're always in this instant. You are always in the present instant. You can never be in a different instant. This instant is our home. And observe that it is always at your disposal. No matter what happens, it is always at your disposal. At your disposal this present instant, where silence always happens, where your deepest, brightest being always happens. Thank you very much.